burger or do you want a steak burger?
Want a burger.
You want a burger or do you want a Kansas City steak burger? We're going to make the offer even better because you don't even have to get the fries. We're giving you the fries as well. What a unique offer, Greg Shockley.
It is. You know what? You're getting something for everybody, but the complete meal. Hey, look, what goes better with a burger than fries?
Nothing.
And try. You know, you got to try these. Before we even get into this, I want you to try these and see how killer they are. They are perfectly seasoned Idaho potatoes. They might not sound like anything real special. Hey, they're just French fries. But I tell you what, we have the perfect seasoning that goes on them. Goes so good.
Boy, those are crispy, good fries.
Yeah, they are good. Right from the oven. Here's the classic Steakburgers. Western Kansas corn-fed steak, filet mignon, ribeye, porterhouse, sirloin. Every single bite, Rick, look at that. It looks like I'm cutting into 4 steaks. You know why? Because I am. Literally those great cuts of our steaks going into making these amazing burgers. You know, they fill the bun, they don't shrink up, they have all that great flavor, and as you can see, they are just incredibly juicy. Come with the steak and prime rib seasoning.
They do, which is really good.
Season it.
And by the way, in this one, you're getting obviously 12 of these, so a dozen of them, then 2 big 16-ounce bags of the fries coming your way. And those are easy to make as well, and those are really, really good.
They are.
$58.92. One time, or on our auto delivery program, that's every 60 days. You can lock into that for a full year, get another batch, check with our order entry representative again about getting these by the 4th of July. Use that credit card, and they'll be there. Tell me about these fries.
Now, Idaho potatoes, perfectly seasoned. Now, the easiest way for me to explain this is that, let's say we took our steak and prime rib seasoning, which everyone loves. And if you're anything like me, I put it on everything, whether I'm cooking fish or chicken or burgers or whatever. But it's like that. We put a paprika in there, our special, a couple other spices in there. But by the time you bake them from frozen, it only takes about 15 to 20 minutes until they get nice and crispy. But inside, you get all that great kind of that soft potato on the inside, but that crispy on the outside, but then it's all 100% flavor on the outside.
That's good, man. Really good. Outstanding. Have you tried the Steakburgers in the past? 1-800-395-1601. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of you have done it. Thousands upon thousands of you have loved it. Thousands have said, I'm not going back to a traditional hamburger again. I was just back in Minnesota, talked to my father-in-law. My father-in-law said again, and what do we do for Father's Day? What did I get for
I know the Kansas City Company. He loves that.
Gave him Kansas City again. And he goes, you know what? Once you get it, once you know they're perfect, you know they're never going to go wrong. You're always there. And if you've loved them in the fillets, in the ribeyes, then come back to the burgers because they're here now. What's a steak burger compared to a hamburger?
You know what? What goes into it is what really makes the difference is that Western Kansas corn-fed steak. Our business mostly today is still to the restaurants, to the hotels,
to
the restaurant business since 1932.
Yeah.
So it's not like we just kind of shifted away and we only do QVC. We haven't deviated from what we really do. The core business is just to restaurants. We bring that same quality to QVC. So what goes into these steak burgers is restaurant quality, filet mignon, porterhouse, sirloin, and ribeyes. Lean cuts, so not, you know, you'll notice if you ever cook these up, they don't shrink up. That's because we're not putting like the scraps, the fat, and everything in there. We're putting those lean trimmings or the great cuts of our steaks in here. That's why David says this all the time. He likes his on the well-done side. They start off at 4.5 ounces. They end up almost at 4.5 ounces. They still fill your bun even on the
I like mine just like that, just medium. Not ultra rare, but I like medium. I like a little pink, and those are done perfectly each and every time. And that's the other thing, is that once you start in with these 4.5 ounce steak burgers, you know the perfection of when they're done for you and for your guests. And they'll be there by the 4th of July, and you pop them on, and they are good eating. And yet, you don't have to have them all at once, correct?
No, definitely not. Two to a pack, vacuum sealed. Again, restaurant quality steak burgers and restaurant quality packaging. These will not only last a year, but Rick, they will taste exactly the same a year from now that they do right now. That's the process that we go through to make sure that these are packaged
freezer
right.
burn, no tenderness loss,
No freezer burn, no tenderness loss, and most importantly, no flavor loss.
Yeah.
But also, the fries. You can actually reseal these in a bag if you don't want to use the whole pound. That's fine. Maybe you and your husband are just having 2 burgers. Want to use half the package? Put it in an airtight bag for keep them frozen. Pull them out, no problem. I've actually defrosted these, not on purpose, and froze them again and cooked them again, and they turned out just fine.
Well, one thing I can tell you is that if you're going to be a company that's been around since 1932, serving white tablecloth restaurants, and you're going to offer fries, you're going to make sure that the fries are best in class as well.
Killer. And you know, I think Dan said this yesterday. He rarely ever sees me eat on air, but I'm sitting here. I just kind of
the fries. Yeah, you mean like
I'm
4
dipping
fries.
the fries. I'm really because I love them. They're so tasty.
They're really good.
They're really
addictive.
good.
I love the little seasoning on them.
And it's at home. Most people don't have fries at home. Like you only go to your restaurant and have your fries with your burgers. Because you can't find a good fry, and most times you have to deep fry them for to turn out really good.
Or they get cold real quick by the time you get home in the drive-thru or something, right?
These have been sitting out for like 5 minutes, and they're still burning my hand. Bake these in the oven, perfectly seasoned. We got a little batter on the outside of there to keep them nice and crisp after you bake them. So they're awesome. They taste great. They're perfectly seasoned. Both of these, you don't have to do anything to them. If you want to do your George Foreman grill on the burgers, get these in the oven. You don't even have to leave your house.
You don't have to leave your house. I will tell you as well, you want to use Built Chew, Ship Chew, and send these to somebody, you can't go wrong. They're going to love you for it. I think Kansas City is one of the best gifts you can give. Giving the gift of great food. I mean, this is like meals out, right? People charge a lot of money at some of these high-end burger places. The high-end burger thing's really taken off, right?
Yeah.
Like we compare it to fast food, but there's some like $8, $9, $10 burgers out there now that people are buying. Come on in and realize you're getting the quality of the #1 brand in its category and in all categories of food in the history of QVC. And that's since 1995.
Right.
That's over 20 years of quality. That's saying something. You know, people would not be coming back again and again and again for this brand if it didn't work. It's food. If you go into a good restaurant, you don't get good service, good food, you going back?
No.
You're not going back.
Not at all.
So why are people coming back to these Steakburgers?
Well, the same reason the restaurants have for over 80 years, Rick, because they know they open up that box that Rick is holding right there. They're putting their name and their reputation on the line with our steaks. So they better be good, and they better be good all the time. And that's the same thing we brought to QVC 20 years ago. People open up that box, they know the quality's there, they know the consistency's there, so they're never let down, they're never disappointed.
Yeah. Hey, M47783, item number. These are here, and they're brand new in this brand new configuration today. Never been offered before. Thousands and thousands of Steakburgers, but now the Steakburgers with the fries in the classic flavor. In the last 30 seconds, this is the classic flavor.
It's the classic Steakburger. It's still our most popular burger. So we offer lots of different flavored burgers, but the classic is still kind of the original. You know, it just gives that great Western Kansas beef at its best. Steak and prime rib seasoning comes with it. And guys, our fries are brand new this year. And if you haven't tried them, we've offered them a few times this year. You're gonna really love these. Perfectly seasoned, straight out of your oven, nice and crispy, but the inside, it's nice and fluffy, and it's got that nice tender potato inside. So no more having to deep fry or do anything at home. You can still have the perfect fry with your burger at home.
Rick Shockley, Kansas City Steak Company.
Thanks, man.
Hey, gotta let you know what's going on here. We have